Welcome back to the Asian Oceanic Beach Ultimate Championships here in Shirahama, Japan. Brought to you by WFDF and BULA. Things about to kick off here in the mixed division. We have India Mixed Masters taking on New Zealand's Marvellous DC in this pool matchup in the mixed division. I am Liam Grant, joined by Sophia Pereira. How are you getting on, Sophia?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm really looking forward to seeing this game. For two reasons. I didn't get to commentate on the yesterday, thank goodness. Actually, it was very nice to take a break. So I want to see Supergirl and all these amazing superheroes do amazing things. And on the other team, the Indian Mixed 2 team, I have two of my own colleagues from my Portuguese club team. They live in Portugal for quite a significant proportion of the year. And so they play and train with me in Portugal. And so it's very nice to see.
Yeah, we had Marvellous DC already on the showcase field. Unfortunately losing on universe points to the Aussie Mud Crabs. But since then they got 2 wins, beating Japan Mixed 1 and also beating Korea Mixed. So this game kicking off with Marvellous DC coming out on offense.
That looked like an experienced pull.
Yeah, a good one. Landing in bounds, which is the main thing. India coming out here, kind of a flat force. Trying to contain the deep game of the New Zealand players. Nice horizontal cutting. Get things moving. Charmaine. Or sorry, should I say Samantha Ruhlman. And then Troy Stevenson, or aka Iron Man, quoting to the back of his jersey. Good, patient offense. Now from New Zealand, a great goal. No turnover offense, and that is Samantha Ruhlman getting on the stat sheet.
Wonderful, O. Textbook O. Nice and easy. Be great to see now how India responds. We see both Nathan and Mel on the field. They both have a lot of beach experience. They've both played many beach championships. Be nice to see some height as well. How India responds to this quick point by New Zealand.
Yeah.
So we're in the second last game of the day here, and it's been a great day in Shirahama.
So that was Ruhlman with the goal there. Currently living in Wellington, her hometown being Virginia Beach. She is a nurse, and I believe her partner is number 37, Liam Haberfield.
Oh, nice. So maybe we'll see some love passes.
Yeah, I think Katie yesterday was calling them honey passes.
Honey passes. Mel picks up the disc. There's a honey pass. Husband and wife.
And now we see a deep shot straight away from India. That was definitely on, just not executed as he would have liked.
It was a bit unfortunate. I think the wind might have taken it at just the wrong angle on the disc. It just took it out of bounds, because it would have been beautiful if it curved back in. I think the...
So wind kind of going from left to right?
Yeah, the wind is going from left to right.
Offshore, heading out to sea a little bit, a little angle on it.
Doing a bit of wonky things. You see how the flags are sort of not staying straight. They're sort of move one direction and the other direction. So
New Zealand with a chance to break. Coming out in a horizontal stack. Nice first cut from the middle. Then Thomas now the disc. WFDF Directive Communications now directing traffic as they go down the end zone. That is a fantastic layout catch for the break.
Amazing layout pass. How to make it look pretty. He can thank his teammate for making him look amazing. That was a great layout pass, really low catch.
He needed a cape for that diving catch. Ben Waller.
Ben Waller saves the day on that amazing catch.
So a question I asked Katie yesterday, if you were a superhero, which superhero would you be?
I would be the Shirahama fish.
The Shirahama fish. I think
have you seen the Shirahama fish?
I have seen the Shirahama fish.
He's so cute. I think he has many
Superpower
mouths.
is cuteness, yeah.
He's got many mouths too, so he can eat like all this amazing Japanese food, like French fries and curry at 7 in the morning.
A classic here. Kawaii, the word for cute in Japanese. I've been doing a little learning.
Let's see if India can put a number on the scoreboard, Liam.
And now we have Jaidip, who on the disc gets a nice pass up the middle. Kind of a zoning look from New Zealand.
Nathan gets that disc and now opens it up. He's quite experienced. Very patient.
Jaidip again, one of the best throwers in India. Actually was, I believe, the first president of the Indian Ultimate Association. We have a couple of presidents actually on this team.
A team of presidents.
A team of presidents. Mannix, I believe, is the current president, and Meghna is the soon-to-be Madam President, I believe.
Fantastic. And I know that Nathan and Mel do a lot for ultimate development in Goa as well. They took 2 of our top players in Portugal and invited them to go there, 2 women. Made a big difference in the local ultimate community by showing how, I mean, these 2 women will not allow you to not use them, basically.
And now, DC looking to get their second break. Angus Hines on the disc. Looking for that break side cut. He gets it eventually. Patient offense from Marvellous DC.
Very nice offense.
Oh, a little touch, I believe, on the disc, but it gets there anyway.
She almost didn't look. It was almost just catch and throw. Just, I know he's going to be there. He's tall. He grabbed it up.
Yeah, attacking that break side aggressively, this Marvellous DC team. I think Ginger Wong got a little bite of that disc, but it got to its intended target.
Exactly. Good strong spin on it.
So now we see a different line for India. I think that O-line has unfortunately failed on the first 2 attempts. They're going to mix it up a little bit. I got to watch this India Mixed 2 team play against the Australian Mud Crabs, I think.
That's right, who are undefeatable. Like, they have won 4 games. They're undefeated for 4 games, I believe. So they're one of the teams.
You're right. It was actually a very, very tight game. I think they traded all the way to 9s or so. And the standout player was I'm going to call his name Cow, is how he's known. So I'm just going to call him Cow. One of the coaches of the India Women's 2016 team in London. So I'm just going to stick with Cow because his name is very long. But he is on the disc now and definitely got some good goals in that last game. And this is zone look again from DC in India, not playing as they did in the last game.
And they might be tired after putting on a really good game. This is the 3rd game of the day as well. But it's early yet, Liam.
Nice high release flick. Nice. That should work. I think Zoe Rissner, I'm not sure if she toed the line.
Well, with the new rules, if her feet are in, even if she dragged the line out a little bit, as long as her feet were on the inside part of the line and there was no toe sticking out on the outside part, it would be a point.
I'm not sure if I think she may have straddled the line there.
That could be. The perspective from here is not easy on that perspective.
Yeah, a lot of them toe the lines. Often they make it quite obvious. Like, yeah. But that one was a little closer than she would have liked. But
she thinks she caught it 1 foot, by 1 leg, it looks like. But let's see how they resolve this. And so obviously they weren't able to resolve it or come to a conclusion and decided to take the disc back, which is the nice thing about this game. It can take the world back to the place it was when everybody knew what was what. Back to
Rebecca Soper-Hubin, who is an investigator by trade. Not needed in that discussion, though.
Investigator? Is that a researcher?
I don't know if she's down as an investigator. I guess you can't tell. Maybe works for the X-Files.
Oh, nice.
And a brilliant cut downfield.
That was a brilliant cut.
From Mannix, current president. India looking to get their first goal on the board. So that is Meghna on the disc. And again, the zone for Marvellous DC.
Yeah, it's
a lot of tall people actually on the front on the mark.
People.
Oh, now
look at
delicious
that!
inside backhand. Oh, looks like he caught it. Maybe.
I think he
I
caught
wonder if
it.
he kept control.
A pick might have been called, Liam. I'm not sure. I saw some arms going up in the air, but let's see.
Yeah, I don't think it's a pick, especially now with his zone defense.
No.
I think it's discussing whether.
No, it's right. You're right. He's just calling himself in a point. So we're having a mirror image of the calling on the end zone, whether it was in or out. In this case, the elbows as opposed to the second foot straddling the line.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on. He definitely had control inbounds and maybe lost control, possibly still inbounds, or maybe those elbows straddling the line.
Yeah, I think that's exactly the issue there is that.
So both teams need to learn how to toe the line here. Neither are doing it at this point, or at least not clearly.
Well, I guess it's hard to toe the line when you're lying down.
Knee the line.
Knee the line.
Elbow the line. This discussion going on a little too long, so this will be going back now.
Second time we see that in this game.
Yeah, it's unusual seeing the zone here. Marvellous DC, their tallest players up the front, putting on the force, and some of their shortest players in the backfield. Nice around break.
Not much options. I'm surprised that India's not putting a third person behind to sort of help them with a...
Yeah, there's definitely cutters downfield, but difficult to get them to the disc. A very tight zone. Now the space down the line. Oh, this one's floating. Oh, and he can't reel it in. And that's the throw.
That was an unfortunate. It almost looked perfect. You like that? Almost looking perfect.
And now Marvellous DC looking
New
to
Zealand
maintain their perfect game so far.
Nice attempt there.
Now at half field, Jessica Jones to Nebula.
What a nice grab.
And now a shot to end zone, and it's 4-0
Isn't
for
that
Marvellous DC.
That looked so easy. Zoe to Ben. Making it look nice and easy, didn't it? 4-0. So I think I'm now seriously rooting for India to put a point on the scoreboard.
Yeah, no, they're a good team. I've watched them play, and just not connecting, struggling a little bit with this New Zealand zone. Maybe talking about now how they're going to approach it. Plenty of coaches on this team. Nandan, Alex, Pranav, I believe, is head coach. Karthik, I was chatting with before the game. And this is the first India mixed masters team.
Although I was just talking to one of the assistant coaches, and he was saying we're not calling ourselves a mixed masters team. We're calling ourselves a mixed team as well, because somehow they want to keep very competitive, or as competitive as they can be in the mixed division. And so it is a mixed division, and so they don't want to. But yes, you are right. This is a mixed masters team. And I know that some of them were at the Masters Championships grass in Canada. Maybe they're just having a hard time with all these superheroes, both Marvel and DC. Do you like Marvel or DC better superheroes?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest superhero magazine follower. Just putting that out there. You're looking at me disgust. Movies, definitely not the movies. I don't think I've liked any of those movies. Not my style.
Any superhero movies? Don't you like Batman?
Batman, yeah.
He's dark.
It was, yeah, not my style. True Detective is more my style now.
I see, okay.
If Woody Harrelson was a superhero.
Oh, then, okay, so it's a matter of casting. You don't like the Joker?
Heath Ledger had a fantastic performance.
Fantastic. Best Joker. I agree.
We all know the best Batman was Adam West, though.
I think probably because I have 2 kids, and so there's a point when they start to watch superhero things that you actually feel you're watching adult movies because they go from SpongeBob to superheroes.
Nice
Oh,
inside
nice,
break through that zone.
Nathan.
That's the passes they need.
And you see that was a very nice pass. There's another honey pass from Mel to Nathan.
Now, patiently advancing up the field a little better from India. Oh, that was a dangerous high release pass. Read well, set the trap there.
He did. He was just in the right place at the right time. Nicely poaching.
Man with the same name as me, Liam Haberfield, in the Captain America jersey. Oh, and that is a bullet that's just sailed out too far. That was a grass throw right there.
Can I use my favorite word? That was a bit rambunctious.
Rambunctious, everyone. You heard it here first. Copyright. Sophia Pereira, 2019.
Silver Surfer. So I'm looking at these names. Zatanna. I don't know. Nightwing. Who is Nightwing?
I think he works security at the local hospital, I think. Running out of superheroes, I believe, Marvellous DC. Running a little low. I said I'd be cabinet boy.
Do you like the Wolverine? Nah.
No, I think you're backing up the wrong tree here. With,
okay. Okay.
Tell you what jerseys are like. The India jerseys.
Oh,
like
me
them.
too. They're beautiful jerseys.
Jai dip. Oh, that is a high release
Oh
backhand.
my goodness, that was great.
A nice throw. Charmaine.
Mel with her long reach, something called.
So it's Melanie Tagul with the disc now. Born in the USA, playing for India. One of the tallest female players on their roster, which is good to compete with these tall New Zealand players. Oh, and there's another super floaty high release backhand. Oh, and a great layout, but can't get there.
That was an almost grab. It just touched it. How unfortunate.
But I'd be surprised now if New Zealand can match this up and go 5-0. Would not have predicted at the start of this game. But India is struggling with the height of New Zealand. There, low huck is gathered up by Peter Hubin. Getting high in the stall count now. Now a tasty floaty flick to the end zone. That is on the money, eating it up.
That was pretty. That was a very pretty pass. Straight into the hands of the receiver. No defense pressure in the end zone for that point, making it now.
Yeah, that's a deep game we expect from a New Zealand team.
Couple of opportunities for India this game. It hasn't been easy. I do like these Marvel shirts, though. The front of the shirts are awesome. See, you could be the Silver Surfer. Aren't you a surfer?
I do surf, yeah. I'll be the ginger surfer. The golden surfer, perhaps.
I believe you learned how to say ginger in Japanese. Can you?
Yeah, I can. Just give me a second.
Pull it out of the archives of your mind from an hour ago?
I've been learning a lot of Japanese. Oh. I'll come back to me in a minute. I'll come back to me in a minute.
We'll come back. We'll come back.
Learning a lot today. Oh. Bobbled up in the air, but eventually reeled in. Looking to stretch a bit more. Pixie gone deep. A nice throw to get some yards.
Oh, an injury.
And that'll be a tough loss
for
India.
Injury. That will be a very tough loss for India. And something just happened when he laid out for that disc.
And that is Cow, who has had a fantastic tournament so far. And I'm not sure if he's just really angry or upset that he's possibly injured himself.
Hopefully it's just a cramp of the third game of the day and he'll be just fine. He's got a knee brace on.
So will be Jai Dip coming on to replace him. try and throw over the top of the zone. Good fakes and happy with those high releases. Now back on that far sideline. Oh, and a fantastic layout through the back. The traps this New Zealand team are setting are catching India out.
Very nice.
And that is... Oh, and a deep
Immediately
shot.
putting it long to the tall receiver, number 15.
And a great leading pop pass to Zoe Rissner, who's played a lot of points.
Handy to have Troy on the team too. A nice and tall receiver. He was amazing yesterday, and he maintains his greatness in this game. A couple of very tall receivers is very nice.
Yeah, but definitely have improved leaps and bounds since their first game of the tournament, this Marvellous DC side.
I think it's one of the nicest things to see is the evolution of the teams throughout the tournament and how they gel together and find the perfect lines to play both O and D. We were talking about that, about Chinese Taipei in the last game in the women's division against Japan. It's a difficult opponent for a team of 19 to 21-year-olds that play in various universities throughout Chinese Taipei, but never have a chance to play together and have never played beach.
So yeah, 126 million people in Japan right now, but it's all about the 10 on the field. Can this 5 from India get their first goal? A different line out now. Looking to get some kind of giveaway ultimate. No zone this time from New Zealand, mixing it up.
Having a hard time getting around that defense. Strong D.
Yeah, very active force, but and looked like they were about to get their first goal of the game, but a drop they did not need.
An unfortunate bobble.
Oh, now the deep shot comes again from Marvellous DC. They have been on point with every single one of these throws.
Very nice throw.
And again, backing up the throw there, the first there every time. And this is half, folks, 7-0.
7-0, halftime. India still to put a score on the board. But it is amazing to see the development of the beach ultimate scene in India and the ultimate scene in general. Since 2014, they have developed seriously competitive squads, as we have seen repeatedly in tournaments, both beach and grass tournaments. With a large population in India, there's lots of talent to pick from.
Yeah, shout out to any of our Indian viewers listening at home. Get behind this team. It's early days yet. We've seen lots of good comebacks at this tournament. Just need to find their groove.
They now have an opportunity to score coming into the second half of the game on O. Sometimes that 1 point makes such a big difference. We were talking about that in the last game, what a difference a day makes, what a difference a point makes. Can you sing that for us?
I'll save it for karaoke later, perhaps.
Okay.
Coming up after this, I think we have Osaka Kings in the game. And that is one heck of a pull to start the second half. Jaidip with the disc. Plenty of high releases from this India team, which is maybe tough against the New Zealand tall players. And now there's a shot to end zone, low hook. Is it too much? Can he get there? Oh, just too much zip on that one.
That was a little bit of another bit of a grass throw there.
Yeah, Pixie doing everything he could to run that one down, but just a little too far.
Taking advantage to take a couple of breaths, walking to the disc to bring it back into play. Smart offense, letting the players sort of catch their breath and switch their brains to go from D to O.
Now we have Dreamy Leamy sending the big hook, and they put a lot of float on this one. Oh, and falls fast, and a great read and goal. They have been untouchable this game, Marvellous DC. Samantha Ruhlman with another goal.
That was pretty impressive. Reading that disc, it went really up high, floaty. Defense was right on her. Perfect read of the disc, and snatched it down for the 8th point of the game for New Zealand.
I think the big thing there is, in beach, it's always better to not overthrow your receiver. Err on the side of caution of floaty, because people are used to playing grass, they're kind of sending a little too far. In that case, okay, she hit the sky a little bit for the goal, but in the Indian hook, they didn't have a chance. It was too fast, it was too far. So always give your receiver a chance. If they have position, it's likely they'll come down anyway. We'll do our shout-outs now. WFDF, supporting and promoting the global advancement of disc sports and spirit of the game. VC, outfitting the world's best ultimate players since 1998. Discraft, the world leader in disc sports. Friction gloves, be prepared for rain, humidity, cold wind, and more. Universe Point cleats, specifically designed for the great sport of ultimate. Greatest, the #1 bag designed by and for ultimate players. Eric, early recognition is critical, highlighting awareness of cancer symptoms and only recognizing early signs. And of course, our BULA shout out.
Promoting spirit of the game and beach ultimate worldwide.
Yeah, big thanks again to Universe Point cleats. Unfortunately, we're playing on sand, so unlikely we'll see any players wearing them at this tournament, but any others you're likely to see. And now, again, a very low hook from India, not giving the receivers a chance.
Nathan was quite covered also by the, he tried to get there, but he was quite covered. But we have seen so many throws that seem to be a bit more grass throws on this beach that perhaps the cleats will come in handy next weekend. Isn't there regionals here next weekend? Or nationals, actually. Nationals, Japan nationals are coming up.
I'm a strict beach player. I ignore all other forms of ultimate. Kind of. Zoe, nice inside flick to middle of the field. Again, the deep shot's on. Fakes the flick, fakes the backhand. It's not often we've seen them holster that deep shot. This time grinding out the unders. Oh, nice leading pass.
Grab.
And again, always following the play incredibly well.
We've
Peter
seen
Hubin.
a couple of these points in which the offense is just completely free in the end zone with zero defense, just having a hard time keeping up with these really fast response to the transition between D and O.
So 9-0.
Oof. Well, let's root for India, and India root for India to put a score on the board in this point.
Yeah, you know, Marvellous DC lost to the Motor Crabs by 1 point. I think India lost by 2 or 3, so there wasn't much difference in those games when compared, but I do not know what's happening. The Indian team really struggling with the height and hucking game of Marvellous DC and haven't been able to reel in their own hucks.
Yeah, and every game is a game. Sometimes the teams can be quite matched and the scores can be quite...
Howie Haran on the disc. First person on his team to become a daddy, so he has the nickname of Daddy. Daddy Cool right here, being patient. No, now he shoots the end zone. Will this work? Oh, yes, that's the first goal for India. Daddy Cool, great shot.
Great shot and a double grab. I almost...
She did well to get her fingertips on it the first time. Actually got quiet help, got a tip to it. And then it softened it, able to get on the second attempt. So great jump nonetheless.
It almost looked like it was on purpose. It looked beautiful, actually. Very nice. And we see the support of the other mixed team here on the sideline, which is also very nice, cheering their team on. Sometimes that can make a difference. Now, we have seen an 8-2 down in Hoi An with the Philippines in the groups coming up and winning it. So it is not impossible. We just had a game at a tournament as a club team that we were down 10-4 and won 11-10. So it is not impossible.
I think that was Kandpal with the goal, the first goal for India. And you can see they're celebrating that one, and right they should.
What a difference a point makes. Let's see how they go and if the energy changes now.
Sudesh Kumar with the pull. Well, now zone look from India, maybe trying to stop that deep game. Make them throw more passes. Oh, and a nice high release backhand through the lane, Thomas. Good give go, and now a shot to the end zone. Oh, and a fantastic layout catch. Would expect nothing less from the New Zealand star.
That was a great, great catch. Celebrating a fantastic catch, and rightfully so.
I'm liking her, it might be zinc sun cream, then if some pink war paint on her face, matching the pink disc there beautifully that was caught in the end zone.
That was amazing.
Zoe with the tucked in shirt. It's not often you see Ultimate players with the old tucked in shirt, but she means business.
Nebula. Do you know that? Can you visualize that superhero in the mind of your eye or the eye of your mind?
I can definitely Google it, I'll tell you that much. Unsurprisingly, given my superhero knowledge, I do not know who Nebula is.
I imagine it's a bit of a scary one. Nebula?
Sounds like a baddie, all right.
I like baddies. Okay, let's see India putting it on the... Oh, it's New Zealand very quickly. Oh, nice. Shut down any possibility, but they're doing well.
Yeah, working it slowly now again. Pixie, upfield, great pop, pass almost.
Nice layout by Nathan, nice try here, right on the sideline.
I think Nebula actually might have been in Guardians of the Galaxy. Is that Nebula I'm thinking of? Which actually is a superhero movie I did like. Oh, now a floaty pass.
We knew.
They've been nailing those ones every single time.
It's wonderful. The height on this team also really makes it easy. If the disc goes a little bit high because of the wind, they can completely adjust to it. They also have the capacity to defend the high ones. It's not an easy team. So you do like a superhero.
I enjoyed the Guardians of the Galaxy, the first movie. I thought it was entertaining. Oh, Groot, or Groot. Groot, the wooden thing.
Groot.
Much like the mixed team.
The mixed Dutch team that are just amazing.
But that is pronounced Groot, I believe.
Groot.
Groot.
Groot. Groot. They have this capacity to do things with their lower throat in Holland that you and I, Liam, are not going to be able to do. We should get Patrick here to do it.
Is that a reference to your husband, is it? I definitely don't want to find out about that. We'll leave it there. But yeah, India looking to get another score on the board. Hariharan with that assist from earlier, looking to get another one. I think his give-go style of play is suiting the India team right now. And it is Mannix looking for Meghna again, who goes well up line, but very good interception. They're just on fire right now, New Zealand. As I said, that's the first time they've really overthrown their receiver.
Rambunctious. The first rambunctious throw by New Zealand in the game. But New Zealand is just not allowing for any of those high floaty things, just unforgiving. India gets a chance again to put another score on the board and double their score from 1 to 2. Let's see if they can do it.
I think we have the two presidents handling there for India. You see a deep cut going, and the taller New Zealand player always had the advantage there. Walks it up slowly to allow his team to get back and help.
Look at the height on these on this offensive line at this one, this O team at this point. It's a defensive line, obviously, but.
And that was a filthy hand block. Well done, El Presidente.
Wow.
And he's looking to get the thrower's bookends. Oh, and it doesn't quite come off.
That was extremely unfortunate.
Let's see if he can get another hand block.
It'd be nice to see another hand block like that.
Zoe looking for the up the line shot.
You can see.
Now a crossfield shot. Oh, a little low. Oh, and a great
wonderful
body roll and catch.
Freestyler. That was a freestyler. That was wonderful. And now it is 12-1.
So
this is the last opportunity for India to put a point on the scoreboard.
Yeah, game point to New Zealand. If they can break here, they will win the game. Rain's starting to peter down us now.
A little bit.
Kind of a warm rain, though.
It's a warm rain. It feels good. Let's see if it doesn't pick up for the last game. Hopefully it'll hold off. They've changed the trade night party, from what I understand, into the hotel tonight.
I've got a pretty nice jacket I think would go well in the old trade market, looking at tomorrow's weather forecast.
I'm sure. I didn't bring rain gear. You did?
Yeah, I did. Last time I didn't bring my big winter. It's actually a snow jacket.
You brought a snow jacket
I brought
to
a
Japan.
snow. It actually folds up really well. It like folds into its own hood.
And it's probably waterproof.
Oh, it's amazing. It almost doubles as like a sleeping bag at times as well. But I brought it just because I knew if I would, it'll probably mean the weather would be really nice. But
let's see if India can do this, Liam. We start with Melon Nathan.
India love those high release passes. Now we see a deep shot. This one is going to float, but again, Marvellous DC eating that one up.
Is he called like super height?
Yeah.
Troy?
Troy Stevenson. This could be the winning point for New Zealand. That leading pass, good idea, but not executed well. And they think they send a deep shot again. And
oh!
That was a bit ambitious there. Stevenson, one of the best deep defenders on the field right now. I think baiting that throw.
Yeah, it's about 5 meters that it went out the side of the sideline. He's bringing it back to where it went out.
Generous 5 meters, I think.
You can hear the other.
And that is a beautiful flick hook that it deserved to be caught, but obviously, the game continues.
Obviously, late in the game, you start to see these throws trying to quickly end it. And India gets a chance to put another score on the board and double their current score.
Oh, the body roll not working this time for India. And
it could be the last point of the game.
Moments away from winning the game, and that is the winning goal. Great play for Marvellous DC. Have really stepped up their game as this tournament progresses. Francis Kim getting the winning goal.
Fantastic game by this New Zealand team. Be great to see how this whole division evolves with 23 teams. Still a lot of them in contention. It's 23 teams, is it, Liam, in the mixed division?
Yeah, let's say that. I think you're right with 23. Yeah, New Zealand, the Kiwis reigning on the Indian parade right now. They would have liked to score a few more goals and definitely capable of all this, but they'll march on. Plenty of games left in this tournament.
They might be facing the other Indian mixed team later on in the week.
Yeah, they'll be looking to hopefully avoid them, one of the top
Yes.
teams in the division.
Yes, at this point, the New Zealand, the Indian team, the other mixed team, and the Mud Crabs and the Philippine teams are undefeated.
Yeah, a really tough mixed division. You still haven't made a prediction yet, have you, Sophia? Who's
I
going to
still
win?
haven't made a prediction.
You wait till it's over and then you can predict.
Then I won't predict, I'll just say.
But yeah, thanks very much for tuning in. We'll leave it at that. Liam Grant signing off along with Sophia Pereira.
Thanks for watching and listening, and I'm sure you'll be hearing from us again.
In just a few moments' time. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.